Hi you guys. This is going to be your mid-monthly October reading for all 12 signs. I will start with the exact zodiac. So I start with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. I go in order. That's how I'm going to do it. Give me 1 second. Okay, make sure I have my cards. So I'm going to do it in order how I usually do it. Hello, Ronnie. It's evening time where I'm at. Trying to get this done in a timely manner because I was running around and stuff today, so like a little Inspector Gadget. But yeah, I was running around. I got dye on my hands and stuff. It was just crazy. Yeah. So I'm going to start with Aries. Okay. Aries, this is for you, whether you're the sun, moon, or rising sign of Aries. So this is for you, or you could be cross-watching for an Aries in your life. So let's go ahead and get started with Aries and see where your energy is for the remainder of October. Where is your energy at? Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Venus signs are important for love, so if you don't know your Venus sign, you can definitely check. Cafe Astrology is a good reference. Hey Karen, what's up? How are you? Alright, let's see. Okay, 10 cards, Divine Spirit. 10 cards, please. 10 cards for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, new vitality. Win or lose. Coming together. Heart chakra. Release. Shine. Darkest fears. Rebuild. Success and growth. Confronts. Okay. Let's see what's going on with you, Aries. So overall energy you got is new vitality. So your energy, I believe you got this before, if I'm not mistaken. I feel like you're on a roll. As far as like you feeling this inspiration or a spark to create and manifest when it comes to your love life, whether you're single or you're in a partnership, I feel like you're real focused on that right now. Manifesting is painting a new picture. It's like a paintbrush type of effect I'm getting, and I feel like you are very focused on like what you're manifesting and what you're bringing in. That's what I'm getting. This is your overall energy. This would be like the Ace of Wands. So it's a spark of inspiration and activity, and plus you are a fire sign, and this would be, you know, your energy. So I feel like this is you kind of getting back into the groove of things, and you saying to yourself, you know what, I'm gonna get back and start manifesting again. I'm gonna start taking back control of my love life, single or not. What's up, Christine? What's up, Lou? What's up, yo sir? I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. Thank you. What's up, Lisa? What's up, Amy? So win or lose, this represents your challenge. Your challenge is like kind of defeated feeling of like this Five of Swords energy with this. So it's like this energy of feeling maybe I'll get good luck, maybe I won't. It's kind of like you don't want to get your hopes up type of energy. That's what's challenging you, that belief of not wanting to get your hopes up. So I feel like with that, with the Five of Swords, is that Five of Swords energy, something has possibly happened to you that makes you feel like this. Okay? Makes you feel like or make you think this way. Something has happened to you to make you perceive that, you know, I don't want to get my hopes up because it can go either way. I could either win or I could either lose when it comes to love. So that's kind of what your challenge is. That's what you're going to be dealing with for the remainder of the month. That's a little difficult for you. But past energy that's relevant to the current energy is coming together. Two of Cups. You want a soul connection. This would, like, this energy of two people bringing something equal to the table. You see, like, they're both have like halves of the heart to create one energy. So it's like you in the past or most recent past, it could even be sometime, you know, throughout this whole month or previous months where you said to yourself, I want to manifest something deeper. I want someone that reciprocates the love and the effort and the energy that I'm putting in. So I feel like that's why you're going back to the drawing board with the new vitality card to start manifesting again, to start, you know, recreating. If your partnership, some of you might have gone through like a breakup and you want to reconcile, or you feel like you guys are not meshing together emotionally this month. So you're focusing on, you know what, there's an inspiration, like I'm going to take back control of my relationship, me and my partner. I'm going to bring things back together. I'm on Aries, so I'm going down the exact order of the zodiac. Okay, so you got the heart chakra. The heart chakra represents you and where you are with love. If there's anyone involved or any love interests or partners, this is where you stand with them. There is a need for some of you to have compassion for your partner. Some of you do have compassion. I feel like you guys might have seen how you played a role in maybe why the relationship broke apart. If some of you have broken up from your partners, I kind of feel like that a little bit for some of you, or wanting to move things further in your relationship, you're having patience with them. If there's a love interest, I feel like you are starting to heal from some things. It could have been some pain because you have this win or lose in your challenge position, remember. So something has happened. It could be lack of communication. It could have been an argument that sparked and hurt both of you, hurt somebody, and your heart is still working on this. So this is a release card. The release card represents the person that you may be dealing with this month or the remainder of this month, your partner or love interest. This is Aries. So this would be the release card, I believe, is the Death card, if I'm not mistaken, in this deck. This is a major arcana. So whoever this person is, they are going through some significant changes right now. They are going through a healing process. They are releasing a lot of things in their life, trying to lighten their load, maybe even be more authentic to themselves this month, because I feel like this person is carrying either like amongst the world, like a false mask when they're out in the world. Could even be burdens within the connection that they're realizing they need to let go of because it may be affecting the relationship between you and them. But they are releasing. This is a Death card, and it's not an easy thing. So think ego death, or what some people like to call the dark night of the soul. So this is like an intense thing for them. This isn't something that's easy, with it being a major arcana card, and I feel like Spirit is working on them on that end. As far as like where your intentions and goals and focuses are for the remaining of this month, you have Shine, which is like the Sun card. So your focus and intentions is to, you want clarity, you want some truths to come out, you want a new energy, you want things to be revitalized in your love life and for yourself. You want to come out, you want to be liberated, you want to be free from whatever you feel like is holding you down, whether it's your thinking patterns, whether it's the way that your relationships have been going and you're not happy about that. You want, like the sun illuminates everything. You can see everything during the daytime. Like the moon, you can only see so much. So it's like I feel like you want some truths, you want clarity, but you also want to free yourself. It's like your heart just wants to be free. You want to be able to trust and love. You want to be able to trust yourself when it comes to love, because sometimes we don't believe that we can have what we want. We're not worthy, or we feel like we need to protect our heart. And with your heart chakra here, I feel like some of you do need to heal your heart chakra, or it is healing, because that is your intentions. You do want to free yourself. You do want to be open to love, to give it and receive it. And this is coming from a pure intention because it's a major arcana. So this is really what you truly, truly desire. As far as where your focus needs to be, where spirit says it needs to be, is on your fears. What are the fears that you are holding on to that's holding you back? This is like the Nine of Swords. So what is it that keeps you awake at night, or keeps you from finding inner peace with yourself, or peace within your relationships, or peace when it comes to love or attracting a partner if you're single? What is it that keeps you stuck? Not believing in yourself, because it's right underneath the win or lose card, which are both mental energies, like swords energies. So it's, what is it that makes you believe that you don't want to get your hopes up, or that you could possibly win or lose? Because that perception needs to change. It's like anytime that we are in a relationship and certain things don't go a specific way, or they end early than we expected it to, or they don't do what we want them to do, we automatically assume that we are a loser in love, or we've lost in love. Winning would be getting what you want in love, or if the relationship goes a certain way, then that means that I'm winning. Spirit wants you to drop both perspectives. It doesn't serve you. It's coming from a place of fear. So that's why Spirit wants you to focus on that. As far as like your suggested approach, you have the Rebuild card, which is the Tower. Okay, surrender. You're doing great if you're working on your heart chakra, or if you're recognizing that it does need to be worked on. You're on the right track, because it's helping you to surrender more. Surrender to your true heart's desire, surrendering to see what stays and what goes. Like, just allow things to fall as they may. Especially if someone has walked out of your life recently, Aries. Nothing is a mistake. So whether this needed to happen temporarily or permanently, just know that Spirit is trying to show you something. So whatever it is, surrender, trust, work on your heart space. I feel you really need to have confidence in what Spirit is trying to do for you. Otherwise, you're going to keep yourself stuck in this limbo of overthinking, overanalyzing, fear, not moving forward. Because overall, you have the ability to take your inspirations for what it is that you want in your love life and start creating it, start manifesting it. Okay, so your desire and your fear is success and growth, which is like the Eight of Wands. So your desire is that you want things to start moving in a fast pace. I feel like you have a lot of different things that you're setting your focus on when it comes to love. Spirit's telling you to focus on one main thing, one main person, or one main goal in your love and relationships. Because you could just be all over the place. Like, I want to get married. I want to move here. I want to do this. I want to do that. Spirit's like, you know, builds like a structure with what you want. You know, it's too much going on. I feel like your energy's all over the place. So your fear is that your manifestations are not going to ever manifest in what you want. And also it could be that there's no progression in your partner. I feel like some of you may be waiting on your partner to start taking action or start moving forward, or you're waiting on someone new to come in, and it's like you feel like it's not happening, or it can't happen because something is wrong. Maybe you're blaming the other person. But you're hoping that whatever it is, that the intentions you send out, that they will be successful, that something will come from these things. Spirit's telling you to make a clear focus. Okay? A clear focus. And then your conclusion card is confront. So this month, or the remainder of this month, you and whoever it is that you're dealing with, or maybe calling in if you have no one that you're dealing with at all, you both need to confront those inner demons inside of you. And some of it could be childhood wounds for some of you. Yeah, it could be inner child wounds for some of you. And then it's just those inner demons that you have to face and confront. And for you, Aries, it's your mental perception, how you see things. You know, your fears, your worries. So I'm going to pull the advice card from the Romance Angels for you, Aries. And see what we get. Okay, you saw that. Yeah, you guys need to heal your hearts. You guys need to heal some things from your childhood because you have healing family issues. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And it may not have nothing to do with parents for either of you. It could for one of you or the other, both of you, or not at all. But something with your childhood, something there, some sort of rejection, or like feeling like the odd man out, or I never got what I wanted as a child type of thing, complex that affects your relationships now. Maybe your first love, you know, whatever it is, go back to that adolescent stage and figure out what it is that you need to heal and address. What these fears, like, where are these thoughts coming from? Because I feel like it starts there. All right. Taurus. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I'm just going to reshuffle. Okay. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Venus represents your love energy. So if you're interested in your Venus sign, you can check out Cafe Astrology to figure out what your Venus sign is. Or you could also be cross-watching for a Taurus. Okay, so let's see what the remaining of October holds for Tauruses in love. Okay, what is the energy? 10 cards, Divine Spirit, 10 cards. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see. You saw that, because I'm a Taurus, so I'm kind of interested. We have open up, move, past, darkest fears, no problem, Dara, sorry, strengthening bonds, well-deserved rewards, rebuild, or balance, balance, helpless and hopeless, refusing to see. There's a lot of mental energy so far. Major Arcana cards too. The Master came out. All right, so let's see what we got, Tauruses. So overall energy is open up. So this would be like the Four of Pentacles type of energy, but it's so opposite of that. It has nothing to do with hoarding. It's the opposite. So I feel like for Tauruses, whether you're in a relationship or not, single, or you have anyone in mind or not, Spirit's telling you that there's some energy where there's a block there with being open and trusting. Maybe open to what it is that you want to manifest or create, or being open to love in general, or your partner, or to you. You're not losing your power by being open in no way, shape, or form. It's like if you just trust this person, or if you even just trust yourself in love, or trust what you're manifesting, it's like you feel like you're putting yourself in a vulnerable position, and that's not the case at all. Your challenge though is move, which is the Chariot card in traditional tarot. So this is a big challenge for you. There's this challenge with you getting on board with Spirit and being like, you know what, okay, I'm gonna get on board and I trust where you're heading, where you're taking my love life, single or not. I trust what you're doing, that you're going to bring me together with so-and-so, or you're going to bring me together with whoever you're bringing in. Whatever the case may be, it's like you're having a hard time with getting on board and trusting Spirit's direction. It's like Spirit take the wheel, Jesus take the wheel type of thing. You have a hard time with that trust and being vulnerable. Not vulnerable in a sense of like codependency, but in a sense of receptivity and just trust and faith and belief. So this is a big challenge with the Major Arcana card here. You really don't trust where Spirit is taking things, maybe even your higher self, your guidance. And I know because I'm a Taurus too, and it comes from the stubborn and wanting everything to be sturdy and stable. And if it doesn't seem stable enough, we don't really want to invest in it if we don't know for sure that our investments are going to add up to anything. So that's where the fear is coming from. Because Spirit is trying to bring like a commitment together, or a marriage or something, a union, like a union or something, but you're not allowing yourself to move in that direction. You don't trust Spirit, where God is taking things, whatever, the universe, your angels, your higher self. You don't trust that. So therefore it can't move forward. That's your challenge. The past energy that's relevant to your current energy is the success and growth, which is the Eight of Wands energy. In the past, I feel where this opening up comes from, it may feel like I didn't get anything from this. You know, could be in the past my lover, he or she didn't do this, and or my love interest, it just never went anywhere. I thought it was going to be this and it didn't happen. So that's where this feeling of like I can't do that, because it's like you put many intentions out there and you feel like none of them added up to anything. They didn't amount to much. They didn't grow. They didn't go or develop in the way that you expected or would have liked them to. It's kind of what I'm getting. You didn't get the lover. You didn't get the guy. You didn't get the girl. You didn't get whatever or what you expected. It just didn't pan out that way. As far as like where you're at in love or with a person that you may be dealing with or someone that could be coming in, you have darkest fears. You're all in your head. You're so afraid of you're so afraid. I understand, because I'm a Taurus too. I understand this. I get it completely. The darkest fears is the Nine of Swords. So it's like where you're at with love, and if there's anybody involved or could come in, you're all in your head about it. You're paralyzed with fear. You overthink about it. So-and-so gonna come back? Is so-and-so, do they feel me? Do they like me? Do they not? Are they cheating? Are they not? Is spirit bringing me somebody? Are they not? Am I going to be alone forever? These are the thoughts that are going around and spinning around in your head. So you're just really deep in your thoughts in a way where you're not listening to your intuition, because these moon cycles around him tell me this, his crown chakra or his third eye, and you're not listening to your intuition. You're not listening to your guidance. And I feel like your guidance is to trust spirit and move along, but you're paralyzed by fear because you're like, well, last time I did this, it didn't go anywhere. So why should I trust this? So that's where you're at. But if there's a person that you're dealing with, your partner or love interest or someone that may be coming in, the strengthening bonds is the Ace of Pentacles. This energy, this person wants to invest, or they want to build. They want to continue to build something, or want to start from the ground up, or start over with you if you're already together, or dating or whatever, or someone new that wants to come in. They want to invest in the connection. They want to see it grow further. But you're on the other side like, I don't trust this shit. And that's the funny thing about it, is the strengthening bonds is like the Pentacles, and so is the opening up card. So it's like you're not allowing yourself to surrender to get this Ace of Pentacles. You're not allowing yourself to come in. Not allowing it. As far as what your intentions, goals, and focuses are for the remainder of the month, well-deserved reward. So even though you're not willing to open up and trust spirit or trust somebody else, you're waiting on a reward. You're waiting for something to come, but you're not in the space to receive it with the lack of opening up, lack of trust and faith and belief in yourself, in someone else, your higher power. You don't trust. So it's like, how are you expecting this when you're not willing to open up? Because this person is either going to offer it to you, or they're going to try to offer it to you, or someone, whoever comes in, is going to try to do that. And it's like you feel like you deserve what you're asking for, or what you've been wanting, because you feel like you've been on this journey for a while. But then you're not in the place of receptivity. You're still having a struggle with moving forward and trusting spirit, with the movement card as your challenge. Where spirit actually wants you to place your focus is balance. Spirit wants you to find balance within love and relationships, but also within yourself. It could be that for some of you, you're too masculine energy, like you're just too much, or you're too feminine energy. You're not balanced. You're not your yin and yang are not balanced within yourself. Therefore, your counterpart can't come in. There's also a lack of compassion. You might have an anger against men or women, whatever side you fall on, whatever your interests are. You know, there's this anger or resentment towards the opposite sex too, that you might be holding on to, which spirit is like, I can't give you something when you're like that. So, let's move along. So, your suggested approach is 8 of helpless and hopeless. Get out of your head because it's keeping you stagnant. The more you keep going back and forth and saying to yourself, I want it. No, I don't. You know, fuck that. I don't trust so-and-so, or I don't trust him or her, or, you know, whoever comes in, they're just going to be bullshit. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. I'm not going to get what I want. And then the next minute it's like, okay, I'm ready. Oh, no, I'm not. So it's like this back and forth game that you play with yourself, and it keeps you stuck. Your mind is really what's getting the best of you. And it's like Aries too. Some of you might have Aries in your chart somewhere. But it's like the same thing. Their mind is what's keeping them from progressing where they want to be in love. Same with you. Your hope and your fear is refusing to see the 2 of Swords. Your hope and your fear, you're very double-minded. I feel like you know that you're double-minded. Your heart and your mind are not balanced, or you got 2 different perceptions and they're just not coexisting. Could be your intuition and your ego that's just like not making any sense to what you're seeing. So I feel like what your hopes are is that you are seeing things clearly. I feel like you're afraid of deception. Like you're afraid of deceiving your own self, because it's right underneath the darkest fears card. So it's like with this moon energy, his crown chakra, you kind of doubt your intuition. So it's kind of like, okay, I don't know what's ego and I don't know what's intuition. That's your hope and your fear. It's like you don't know how to differentiate, if I'm saying that right, the two of them. Okay. The conclusion is Master, which is the Devil card. So this is your conclusion, a major arcana card. You're going to have to free yourself, and it's going to be difficult because your heart, believe it or not, is not open. You might need to work on your heart chakra, and it's funny because the heart chakra is at the bottom of the deck. So you need to work on this heart chakra. It's caged up, it's blocked, it won't let anybody in. Your partner, they can't get in. Somebody new can't get in. Your love interest, whatever. Nobody can get through right now. So that's blocked here, you need to work on your heart chakra. It's so funny, I'm just like, it's an epiphany going off. Because I keep feeling like I'm having heartburn. I'm like, I didn't eat anything to give me heartburn, and I don't get heartburn. The only time I ever got heartburn was when I had my daughter. So I'm like, okay, that must be a sign that my heart chakra is blocked, because it's like I can barely breathe sometimes. It's like my chest is caving in. So that might be a sign of that too, that your heart chakra is blocked. So working on that, I feel like is going to make a lot of a difference, but just know that it's not going to be easy because you created this block over time, and you feel like you're open, I feel, for some of you, but you're not. So what's the advice for Taurus, the Sun, Moon, and Rising? Yeah. The 2 cards flew out. A 3. You can't take all these, Spirit. I need one. Just one major advice card. One. They don't want to come out. There you go. Give your relationships a chance. Okay, so this is like, can go different ways. It could be give your partnership a chance. Give a new person a benefit of the doubt. Give your love interest the benefit of the doubt. Give people in general the benefit of the doubt. I feel like you've been heartbroken before, you've been disappointed before, so it's like you don't trust anything or anybody, romantic or not. You don't trust people. Spirit is telling you that you're divinely protected always. So there's no reason why you should be afraid of love. It's coming from a place of codependency on your end, being codependent on your little wall you've created for yourself, and this false perception and belief that you have that everybody's out to get you, or that you're a failure, that you're a loser, or whatever. Give people the benefit of the doubt this month is your advice. Period. Work on your heart chakra. Yeah, this doesn't have to just be all romantic relationships and love. This could be anything in the matters of the heart that's important to you, that you could be blocking these things from coming in because of your perception. So moving on to Gemini. Let's see what's going on with y'all. Sorry. Your some of you guys' payments are coming in at a bulk. I hope PayPal doesn't be on that BS again like they were yesterday with not letting everybody's payments come through. I don't know what the hell that was about. Even if you guys use like a different email address for me, because they're all registered to that one PayPal, my one PayPal account. I had two separate emails, one from my jewelry boutique I had when I first started my PayPal, my Angelic Kaleidoscope email address. So I don't know, like, it's stupid. I don't know. It's just dumb. Girl, don't say that. Please don't say that. You gonna make me like want to like take my funds and put in my... I'm scared. Don't say that, Daria. Sorry, Gemini, I'm gonna get to you. Daria, you freaked me out. Or Daria, you scared me. Okay. So moving on to Jimmy Gems. What's going on with you guys for the remaining of the month? What is your energy the remainder of this month of October? Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus? Geminis, you may be cross-watching for one if you're not a Gemini. I think they might have been like, this girl is like got some scams going on or something, because maybe it was like this person is getting like the same amount of payments in a row. That's fishy, and I think that's why they were like, wait a minute. I don't know. I really don't know. I hate technology with a passion. I love it in a sense, but I hate it too, because it gives me difficulties. I'm not a tech geek. Alright. So we're going in order. If anybody doesn't know the order of the zodiac, please look it up. I'm at Gemini. Gemini, your overall energy is third eye chakra. Okay? Your third eye chakra is very pivotal. I see that because you got a few spirit cards here. You got 3 of them here. So I feel like you're going to need to tap into your intuition for sure to navigate through your relationships. You might not, because you only have one physical energy card that came out, you might not be able to rely on any physical proof or evidence, or much of it, if any. Okay? So it's all going to be internal. You're going to have to really trust yourself, your visions, your dreams, your guidance. You're going to have to trust in that. Your challenge is joy and stability. Okay? You're challenged by this vision you have, whether you're in a relationship or not, or you're interested in somebody, or you're completely single, or this is something in the matters of the heart. Whatever your perception or belief of joy and stability, whatever that means to you personally, individually, Geminis, you have a hard time believing in that vision or that energy. That's what's challenging you. You don't really trust it nor believe it. Because something in the past, it's like your visions, you feel like it's too great to accomplish these things. All you see is obstacles. All you see is blockages. Whether it's people blocking you, circumstances, situations, the people that you're meeting, you just feel like it's just not bringing you what you want, or you're not getting to where you want to be, which is joy and stability. It's an energy of whatever that is for you personally. That energy, you feel like it's just too great for me to get there, and you're getting the vision. You're tapping into it. Your third eye chakra is picking these things up. However, it's like you just keep perceiving like Spirit is just trying to make it difficult for me. God, you're just trying to fuck things up for me, or you keep bringing me these types of people, or these people won't go away, or this keeps happening time and time again. So you're stuck. That was a past energy. Something might have happened this month or previously, or maybe time and time again. These blockages, they're like, I don't know if I trust in this joy and stability that I see for myself, because these blockages are here. I have to keep constantly confronting them, and they could be spiritual blockages. You feel like I have to keep going through this. When am I going to get it? What am I not learning? It seems. But where you're at with love, and if you're dealing with someone, a partner, a love interest, or someone to come in, um, open up is the card, and this is the Four of Pentacles. This is the only physical energy you have in your spread. So with that, you are kind of like holding back until you see more evidence. And like I said, I don't see spirit showing you what you want to see. Everything is like spirit's trying to get you to trust in your intuition more. You're not going to get that validation from your partner. You're not going to get that validation from your love interest. You're not going to get that validation much outside of yourself, but in here, in the guidance that's coming through, maybe even your dreams, because third eye chakra is about the visions. So you just need to trust and be open, because you're not going to get what you want. It's like you're kind of holding back. It's like you're holding like the cards in your hand, and you're like, I'm not ready to like put my card down until I know what you're going to do, type of thing. And that's, you're not going to, it's not going to, the game's not going to play like that. It's not the rules of the game for you. As far as like where a person that you may be dealing with, partner, love interest, or person that's coming in, where they're at is Nine of Rest and Reconsider. This person is kind of taking a break from love and trying to figure out where they stand within themselves. And if you're in a partnership, it's like your partner may be, you know, showing that they're not interested. You might perceive that they're not interested in you, and that's not true. I feel like spirit, for some reason, it's kind of like a mini hermit mode where this person is like they're doing too much. Maybe they've been putting too much energy towards the connection with you, or putting their energy into something too much, and the spirit is like they need to slow it down and just rest. But to you, it's kind of like, oh, this person is blowing me off. They don't want nothing to do with me, or I haven't heard from them in weeks, or they don't text me or call me like they used to, or whatever. It's because spirit is drawing them inward. So where your focus and goals and intentions are the remaining of the month is Blossom. So this is a judgment card. So your intentions are, you might be like trying to force things to happen. And it goes back into that I need physical proof, or I need to know what you're doing before I do what I need to do. I need to see your hand first. And like I said, spirit's not going to give it to you that way. But you're on the right track as far as wanting a sign of growth, and that you're on the right track. You are on the right track. You are. But the way that you want it, it's not going to come that way. The physical proof and evidence of what it is that you're trying to get, it's not going to come that way. It's internal. Judgment is like the epiphany, the signs we get from our guides, you know. That is where you're going to get the clarity from that you're on the right track, not somebody else. So where spirit actually wants you to place your focus is Master. Focus on how you're blocking yourself. Like, how am I not allowing love to be? Am I not allowing love to come in? Am I not trusting of love? Am I not trusting of my partner? Am I not trusting of the next person? Do I not trust in my guides? There's a lack of belief here, and it's like you don't want to give too much until you see what the other person is up to. And that's not how love works. You can't say, I'll only love you if you show me this, or if you give me that, or I'll only be open to love if this, you know, if I know for sure, spirit, that it's going to be what I want, or who I want, or when I want. That's not how it works. You're going to have to give up some of that control, Gemini. And this is a major blockage or major focus, because it's a major arcana card. This is the Devil card. So this might be a pattern that you continue with over and over. It's like Taurus. This is a pattern that Taurus is used to. It's different from you. Yours is more so, I don't want to give love until I know for sure. I want to know. I need to see proof first. And that comes from being the mind, you know, the logical Mercury. You need that communication. You need that validation. You're not going to get it that way. It's got to be in here. As far as your suggested approach, you have daydreams and decisions. So Seven of Cups energy is telling you to focus on some of your desires. What does your heart really, truly, truly want? Like, that needs to be clarified too. You need to be more clear on what it is that you're asking for, because you might be reaching these blockages because you don't really know where you're going. They're both sevens. And Spirit might be putting up these resistances because it's like Spirit is saying you need to make a clear signal. You're not certain within your own self. You're not really sure what you want to do. So as far as like your desire and your fear this month, the remainder of this month, you have manifest. So your desire is that you want to successfully alchemize your love life, whether it's turn a situation around, whether it's get out of a rut in your relationship, or get out of singlehood right now and bring in a lifelong partnership or something you're trying to manifest. You are hoping that you're able to do that successfully, powerfully manifest, because the magician's a powerful being or person. Your fear though is that obviously I'm not able to do that because of this resistance. It's right underneath the open up card. There's a resistance with that. You know, in a sense, that you're not able to fully manifest what you want because you're not going all in. You're not putting your heart into it. It's kind of like you're withholding your heart with manifesting, and that's never going to work. That's why Spirit is telling you, what do you really want? Okay. So what is your conclusion for this month, or the remainder of this month? You got just breathe. This is like the Four of Swords energy. So that works for you, Gemini, because you are an air sign. You rule by Mercury. So as far as like your conclusion, you're going to have to do some thinking. And it's not going to take very long, because the Four of Swords is not like the Hermit. It's not a prolonged. I feel like it's just some time to rest and really think about things and take a break. Allow your partner to do what they need to do, and you focus on what you need to do. So let's see what your advice is. I have something in my eye. So some of you need to work on your third eye chakra, I feel. Okay, so worth waiting for. Okay, so worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life, as the card says. Your advice is to know that whatever it is that you truly want for yourself, that it does require your patience, and it is worth waiting for. If Spirit is making you wait, it's for a reason. If something seems like it's blocking you, it's really not a blockage. It's like Spirit's trying to get you on the right track so that they can make sure that you get what your money is worth when it comes to love. You don't want to half-ass your intentions, your desires. That's why Spirit wants you to get clear on what you really want, because they want to make sure that they deliver the right stuff to you. It's like if you just say, just give me, someone's like, what do you want to eat? I don't know, just pick something for me. And then when they come back, you're like, oh, well, I don't like tomatoes. I don't really, that's too much lettuce, or I don't like onions. So it's like, be clear what you want. Go all in. But you got to be open and vulnerable with what you want. Not in a codependent vulnerable, but in a sense of freedom and liberation, and just trust that you're guided and you're safe with whatever you choose. Okay? That's Gemini, so I'm moving on to Cancer. Cancer. Let's see what's going on with you. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, Venus is important for love, so if you want to figure out what your Venus sign is, Cafe Astrology is one good source that you could check on. You may also be cross-watching for a Cancer. So this is for singles, partnered, whether you have a love interest, a crush, or you're completely single, have no one in mind. And it could also be in the matters of the heart. Doesn't have to be just romantic situations. So let's see, Cancer, what's going on with you? Oof. Got 5 cards, okay. Control, new vitality, win or lose, coming together, confront. Okay. Manifest, movement, shine. You got a lot of majors. Oh my God, heal. Clarity of belief. You got so many majors. So Spirit is like really got their hand on you in your love life this month. There's some things either that you need to be doing, or Spirit is, you know, they got some assignments for you. Overall energy was the control card. This is like the strength card in traditional tarot. So overall energy, there may be a need to surrender, okay? Because you got a lot of major arcana cards. There's a lot of healing, I see. There's a lot of resistance coming from your end, I feel. What's challenging you is new vitality, inspirations of creativity, or freedom, fun. It's like your energy or your vibe is like down. You might need to work on your solar plexus. But it's like a lack of creativity, a lack of confidence, a lack of energy, just not feeling just into it right now. You just don't have that willpower to move forward with love, regardless of what side you fall on. There's just this I'm tired vibe I'm getting that you're struggling with. You're struggling to find inspiration and love again, to find spark, fun, liberation, freedom, creativity. You're just not there. Could even be sexually. You just don't feel like you're just not in the mood for the remainder of the month. Your past energy that's relevant to the current is the win or lose. So your perception, it could have came from something that had happened to you where you felt like you lost. You might have been expecting something to go one way where you thought maybe if this happens, I'm winning. It didn't go that way. So obviously I'm a loser. So you might be perceiving things as like, you might be perceiving things as like they went wrong. They went to dust. They went to shit. Or your partner might have said something that you weren't expecting and it made you feel like this. Or just something in your love situation that made you perceive that I'm not a winner, I'm a loser. I fucked up. Or something went wrong. Where you're at with love, with a person that you're dealing with, a partner, a love interest, or someone that's subject to come in, you have two of coming together, which is the Two of Cups. So you are at a place where you're focusing on bringing things together. You do want your relationships. You do want someone to come into your life. You do want a deep bond, a soul connection. You want that. You want reconciliation with a partner if they're gone, or for something to come together, whether it's a friendship or something that you feel is lost. You want that to come together, but you feel like this person is not there, or spirit is not bringing you anything or anyone. So it's like, well, I got my hand in, well, where's the other person at on the other side of this? If there's a person specifically that you're dealing with, interested in, or subject to come in, they have the major arcana card, Confront. This is the moon energy, moon card. So this person is dealing with some internal issues that you are not aware of. You don't see this. This is something that they are dealing with internally. That this could be things like their own inner child wounds, their own insecurities, their own fears. You know, things that this is spirit driving them to these things. So like they're not able to really focus on you or love or the person that you're calling in. They got work to do before they can come in, and so do you. That's usually how it works. It's like when you're ready, your partner's got that other energy's got to be at a space where they're ready too. It can't be one-sided. It can't be I'm ready but he or she isn't. Or, you know, it's not ever that way. It's usually because you're not ready too. And this person is being guided to focus on their own internal things. Your biggest intention and focus and goal the remaining of this month is manifest, which is the Magician. So you're very much focused on manifesting. You just don't have the energy to do it. It may be that you feel like you've already done everything you could, or you're waiting on the other person to start doing it, because the Two of Cups is here. So it's like two people have to reciprocate the energy. So you might feel like, I already got my hand in, where's your hand? But you do want things to come together. You have the intention to manifest and bring some things together. Spirit actually wants you to focus on moving forward, which is usually the Chariot, and the Chariot is a sign of Cancer. That is a Cancer card. So Spirit wants you to focus and put your intentions on moving towards what you want in love. That should be your only focus. You need to get on board with where Spirit is taking things, and that is usually requiring you to heal. And I'll get into that in a little bit, but you do need to heal. Spirit's trying to guide you somewhere. There's some things that need to be worked on within the heart chakra. With your suggested approach, you got the Sun card, which is shine in this deck. Spirit is telling you to approach the situation looking at things from a place of freedom, because it's kind of like you're being too serious. You're not allowing yourself to be free. You're too focused on it's this or it's that, or it wasn't and it won't be, or it can't be, I wish, I hope, you know, that type of thinking, instead of just being liberated and free and enjoying the energy of where things are going. Because it's not really anything wrong. I feel like, and remember, you have the Control card. You're trying to direct things in a specific way, and Spirit's trying to direct you in a different direction, or put you on a different path, or because Spirit knows best. Even our higher selves know best. But it's like our ego thinks they know everything. Okay? Your hope and your fear is healed. So the fear is that I feel that you are going to have to heal, or there's something that hasn't been healed within you or your partner or your love interest. You know, you really do want to get free. You know that you're not completely ready or healed for love, or you know that the person you want is not healed or ready for love, or you're not willing to free yourself from an unsticky situation in love so that you can be free and liberated. And that requires healing. That requires releasing and letting go. Okay. As far as your conclusion, you have clarity of belief. So whatever it is that Spirit's trying to get you to see and focus on, it's going to be given to you. And that's usually going to be a surrendering energy. Something has to fall away in order for you to move forward. Whether it's you leaving someone behind, letting something go, letting something die, or something internally that needs to be released or die inside of you that is keeping you from moving forward, so be it. But you're going to know what that is. And it's going to transform something for you. Okay? You might want to work on your heart chakra. Alright, so what is your advice, Cancer? I'm already almost an hour in. I don't know if I'm going to be on time with the other live. I'll try. Ooh. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So your advice is that there's still some things that you don't know about your partner if you're with somebody or someone you're interested in. Someone has their guard up, or both of you have your guard up. Spirit's telling you to kind of release that perception that people are out to get you. There may be some things that your partner is hiding from you, or you're hiding from your partner, or something you don't know about your love interest, or you don't see about your love life that's in the way. But remember, I said you're going to get it. So be open that something is going to be revealed to you. Be open to sharing with your partner if you feel guided to. Because this person is going through some issues within themselves, and that could be the thing that once they get out of that rut, once they share it with you, it creates a deeper bond. But yeah, that is Cancer. So moving on to Leo. Let's see what's going on with the Leos for the remaining. Ooh. I need my notebook so I can see the questions. I should have them memorized, but I don't. My notebook fell. I need that. Okay. Okay. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Venus is your love sign. So please check your Venus signs just to make sure you're on point. Cafe Astrology can provide that for you. You also may be cross-watching for a Leo. Okay, so this is for singles, couples, whether you have a love interest, a crush, or you're simply just completely single, no one in mind, or it could be something in the matters of the heart that you're concerned about. So let's see what the energy is for the remaining month. of October for Leo. Okay. Feeling alone. Daydreams and decisions. Shine, which is giving and receiving. Finding balance. Blossom. Strengthening bonds. You have a lot of earthly energies. Love. You got the Lovers. Trust. Fool. You have a lot of majors so far. And the third eye chakra. So, Leo, overall energy is feeling alone. So, something or someone may have left your life, or you just feel like life is passing you by, or love is not coming in. You feel like you're walking a journey by yourself, whether you're with someone or not. You just kind of feel like you're just on this trip by yourself. That maybe what you're trying to strive for is unobtainable or unreachable in some way. Because this is like the Five of Pentacles energy, and it's like, it's your own perception that you're casted out or you can't have what you want. You can't obtain what you want. All you got to do is open your hands to receive it, or ask for that help, or tell your partner what you want and what you need. You know, closed mouths don't get fed energy is what I'm getting. Daydreams and decisions is your biggest challenge this month. So this would be the Seven of Cups type of energy. So what your challenge is going to be is, I feel like you don't really know what you want, which is why you kind of feel like, well, the life is, you know, the world is just on my shoulders and I'm not getting what I want. And it's because you're not really speaking up and saying what it is that you want from your partner, or what you want, like divine spirit, I want this in a partner, I want this in love, or I'm interested in you, or I would like to see where things go. It's kind of like you're just expecting it to be handed to you. And that's not going to happen, and you're wondering why things are not coming to you in the way that you want it, because you're not asking. And it's, you need to figure out, Spirit was like, okay, well, just say what you want. What is it that you really want for yourself? Because you got to make some decisions. Like, everything that you want may not really be what you need. It might not be of your highest good. You know, just because so-and-so has that type of relationship, or so-and-so's been with this person for this long, doesn't mean that it has to go the same way for you, or whatever the case may be. The past is relevant to the current energy is Shine, which is the Sun card, and sometimes I see the Sun as Leo, some, you know, too. With this, I feel in the past, it was like you're very open and you put yourself out there in love. You kind of just took this big leap of faith and trusted, and it's like you felt so free and liberated, whether you met someone, or you and your partner had a good month, or you just feel excited to see what Spirit has in store for you in love. I feel like there was a disappointment once you landed on the ground, because the Sun card, you know, the sun reveals everything. It's positive, it's lovely and all of that. It's light, it's free, it's childlike. But at some point, if you sit out in the sun too long, you know, it can burn you. You don't really, not everybody gets sunburned, but it's like, there is a catch to the sun sometimes. Like, the sun doesn't always shine. Sometimes there's rain, you know, other things happen. So it could have been something that kind of puts you back down to earth again. Kind of went in, just bursted out, and like kind of like this child, like, here I am. And it was like something had happened that kind of put your feet back on the ground, I feel, if that makes sense. Where you're at with love is giving and receiving. So where you're at with a person, your love interest, a partner, someone that may be coming in, or something that you love and care about, there's this energy of like feeling like I've been giving, but what is being given to me? Because that's why you feel like this alone. Like you either didn't get what you wanted out of love and you were disappointed, or you feel like it's just not ever going to happen. You're not getting what you want. Where this person is with you, or if there's someone that's coming in where this energy is, they have fine balance, okay? Another earth energy, so it's like pentacles. This person is trying to adjust to what it is that it's like they're trying to readjust and figure out where they stand with you, or what they even want with you, or what you want with them. It's like they don't know. It's like this off. It's like almost like the Wheel of Fortune. It's like it just, there's no structure. There's no balance. It's up and down. It switches. It doesn't really make sense. You know what I mean? It fluctuates. So this person is trying to figure out where this relationship is headed, or what they want, or what you even want. And it's causing them to feel in a limbo too. That's why Spirit's telling you, you need to focus on what it is that you want. Really get real with what it is that you say that you want. Your goal, intentions, and focus is Blossom, which is the Judgment card. So, sorry. So with this, it's like, I feel like your intentions are, you want Spirit to kind of give you the answer to your test. You want that clarity. Or you want a sign to be given to you. It's kind of like you feel like you're not getting it on your own, or you just don't know where you're headed or where you're going. Maybe even where the other person is. And you want Spirit to give you a sign, show you something, so that you can have that clarity, so that you can start believing again in love, or believing in your partnership, or believing and trusting in something in the matters of the heart again. You want a sign from Spirit, I feel. Spirit wants you to focus on how you can build upon what you already have, or wants you to open up and take hold of what it is that you say that you want. Be receptive to what you're asking for, or what's already there. Because either you've already received an offer of love, or you started something and it's like Spirit is telling you to finish it. Keep nurturing it. Keep planting the seeds. Keep growing. Or be open and put your hand out and take what Spirit is trying to give you. Because it's like you're not really sure of what you want. That's really what I'm getting. Your focus or your suggested approach is the Love card, which is the Lovers. So your suggested approach for you is to make a decision whether you want to grow upon something. Because it might be at the beginning stages for some of you. You might meet somebody, or you might have recently met someone, or you and your partner could be on a new path in your connection with each other. So Spirit is telling you to make a choice whether or not you want to continue to build this and grow with this person. Okay? Or can figure out what it is that you want in your love life. What choice, like what are you willing to invest in? Your fear and your hope is trust, which is the Fool card. Another major arcana card. So you have this big fear of taking a leap again, trusting in love again. You really are not all in as you think you are. Because like I said, something happened to you in the past, or the recent past, where you were open and excited and you just felt renewed, and you kind of fell on your ass in some way. And that's only because you didn't make clear what it was that you wanted with somebody, or wanted in love, period. And it was like, it didn't happen. But you're hoping that you can really trust Spirit this time. You can really trust in yourself this time, trust in someone else, give people the benefit of the doubt, and you're not going to fall flat on your face this time around. There's a big fear with that you're going to fall flat again. Conclusion is the third eye chakra. Conclusion is that you're going to start needing to tap into your guidance more. You need to start paying attention to what is being communicated internally. Not so much on the outside, paying attention to what people are doing, what they're not doing, but more so like, what is it that is going on inside of me? Like, what do I want? You need to find that direction. Advice card, Leo. Advice card. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So people that you love and care about will be very beneficial for you to go to these people and kind of ask them to give you some help and direction. Because it's like you really don't know. You might not even know about this person if they're what you want. There is a little bit of deception here. Like The challenge is daydreams and decision. This Seven of Cups can hold illusions. So some things that you say that you want might not really be what you really want. And that's why you're not getting anything out of certain situations. It's like you say, I want to get married, but then you're like, well, I don't believe in marriage. It's kind of like how I do things. I keep saying, like, I don't believe in traditional marriage, but I say to myself, like, oh, I'm never going to get married, like it's a disappointment. And it's like Spirit is like, well, what? Like, what do you want? Like, what are you talking about? So it's like, be clear, you know, and your friends might change something for you, like help you change your perspective or to see things more clearly, you know, as far as like where they're at. Those that trust, you know, those that you can trust, of course, the friends or family that you can trust. Male or female, I would consult in like mother figures or sisters or aunts or something, or females if you have a female best friend, of course, to consult in them. Okay, so let's see what's going on with Virgos. Virgos, this is for you, sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. Venus is your love sign. You may also be cross-watching for a Virgo. So what is the remaining energy in October hold for Virgo? In love, single, coupled, interested, crush, or just matters of the heart. Where do Virgos stand with the remaining of this month? Okay. These cards want to come out. Just like Leo, you got feeling alone. Some of you might be Leos, sun, moon, or rising. Change your focus. Got 2 5s. Release. Control. It's a little heavy for you, huh, Virgo? Master. Yeah. It's going to be a little heavy for you for the remaining of the month. Take the lead. It's okay. Strengthening bonds. Nurture. Gets better. New vitality. And dreams come true. It gets better. See, I told you. All right. So not to fret, Virgo. Even though I can't stand some of y'all asses. I'm just playing. Just playing. No, I'm not playing, but no disrespect to Virgos. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles energy is 5 of feeling alone. And this is your overall energy. So this is you feeling like just out here by yourself, kind of just exposed and alone, and feeling like maybe your lover turned their back on you, or people that you love and care about have turned their back on you. Maybe even you perceive that spirit has turned their back on you. You feel like the odd man out. You feel like it's a long destination to get to where you want to be in love or with something important to you. You feel like it's just too far from me. It's just too far from me. And the challenge with this is the 5 of change your focus. So it's one and the same. It's the emotional aspect of 5 of feeling alone. Because 5 and feeling alone is like how you're perceiving the world, how you're experiencing things that make you believe you're alone, or that maybe people really have walked out on you. But Spirit is telling you that you need to change your focus, but you're going to have a hard time doing that emotionally. Because you really believe it. You really feel like people have dogged you, or your lover has dogged you, or love has just abandoned you, or that spirit has abandoned you, or what you want can never come. It's just this feeling of hopelessness emotionally. So much so that you're not paying attention to the messages that Spirit's sending you with these birds. Your perception's all cloudy. You see how the scenery just looks real fuzzy, like it's like you're not seeing things clearly. As far as your past that's relevant to the current, you have release, which is like the death card. So this is a major arcana. In the past, Spirit did break some, like, they removed some things out of your life. And it needed to be that way. Whenever Spirit removes people or things out of the way, it's for our highest good, and we need to be thankful for that, because it's allowing us to bring in things that actually are for us, or match our vibration with higher for us, even if it's temporarily or permanently. Sometimes people got to separate from their lovers, their friends, their family for a moment so that everybody can get their shit together. Then they come back, or it's just meant for people just to move on and love from afar. But whatever it was in the past, Spirit was a part of that releasing. And it's because there's a new you that's coming out. This is a new you that's coming out. You got to shed some of this karma. You got to shed some of these negative beliefs. You got to shed, you know, any pain. You got to shed things that just don't serve you anymore. And that's the process. You're shedding your skin. As far as where you're at with somebody else in love, your partner, love interest, someone you love and care about, or someone that could be coming in, you have 8 of Control, which is the Strength card. So it's kind of like you feel like you're needing to protect yourself. You're trying to control the way your relationships go by putting up your guard with people. You think that if I project myself a certain way, that no one is subject to hurt me, or they can't hurt me. I'm safe on this side. I'm safe on this zone. But little do you know that whoever you're dealing with is also on that same vibe with you. It's a little more like your ego is trying to protect you. It really makes you believe that you need to protect yourself, because something has happened where something has left your life, or people have left your life. And remember, Spirit did it. If somebody left you, or friends or family or something just was removed, it's because it had to. Okay? The person that you're dealing with, interested in, or love partner, whatever, or someone that's meant to come in, this person is also protecting their heart. This person has gone through their own shit too. Whether you guys did it to each other, or something that happened years ago, or something that might have happened outside of your connection or your interaction, this person is guarding their heart too. And this is a pattern that they are used to. They are used to guarding themselves. They only give so much of their heart to people. It's almost like they don't know how to trust. They might not even know how to love or even receive it. When people try to give it, they kind of block it because they don't trust. So you guys are kind of one and the same on that vibe. They're major arcana, so these are something that you really need to work on, both of you. And Spirit is working on it, I believe, because it's a major arcana. So I feel like Spirit is working with you and this other person. Even if you don't know who they are, Spirit will never bring two people together that are not completely ready for each other. You know, it's like you guys got to be on the same page in some way. Some people do come together when they're at a time of healing. That's usually because they need each other to heal. Spirit will never have someone ready and then bring another person who isn't ready in. That's not how it works. Your main focus, goals, and intentions are take the lead, which is the 3 of Wands. So your focus and goals and intentions, waiting on the right moment to kind of take back your life, or take back your power in your relationship, or in love, and start creating again and start manifesting what you want again in your love life, or in your partnerships. So that's what I feel with that. It's plain and simple. Where Spirit wants you actually to focus is strengthening bonds, the Ace of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to focus on the things you have in your life right now, or they want you to focus on being receptive to what is to come, what they're trying to offer you and give you. Because the Ace of Pentacles is usually Spirit handing us a pentacle. We have the free will to either take it or don't take it. Spirit is telling you to either focus on the things that you already have in your life and continue to nurture them, be grateful, thankful, show gratitude, or to focus on the opportunities you have in front of you and whether or not you're willing to take those opportunities that are coming in, or being open and receptive to something new to come into your reality. Better relationships, better bonds. That's what Spirit's trying to do. Your approach is nurturing. Nurture. This is the Empress. So get back to your creative vibes again. And that's going back to nurturing you. What do I want? How do I feel? Because you feel alone, and sometimes Spirit has to remove the outside noise. It got to remove the friends, the homeboys, the homegirls, the lovers out of the way, our family sometimes, so we can just sit with us, because we can't hear what Spirit's trying to tell us, or we can't do what needs to be done when we got all this going on. And that's where Spirit is telling you to focus on what matters the most, and that's you. And then it's like, the more you know yourself, the better you can manifest what you actually want. Because a lot of times we manifest, what am I trying to say? we try to manifest from a place of emptiness and I'm alone, so I want to manifest a new house to make me happy. And then when we get the new house, we're bored. Or I want a man, or I just want a woman. And then when we get them, we can't stand them. And it's like, well, why? Like, I want to manifest this job because I want to, you know, show off in front of my family or my friends, or I want to make my parents happy. And when we get it, we're really like sad, or we're bored, or we're like regretful. So we have to know who we are in order to know what our heart truly wants. That's all Spirit is saying. Your biggest fear and your biggest hope is new vitality, which is the Ace of Wands. So for you, your fear, I feel like, is whatever it is that you've been manifesting, or that things that you do want, you'll never have the opportunity to get. Like, Spirit will never give you the opportunity to get what you want, or you just don't see any way to get what you want to manifest. But your hope is that you'll get back into the groove of things again and take back your power and start manifesting. It goes back to this. Conclusion is, though, Spirit tells you that you are going to get what you want, whether it be this month or not. That's like the Nine of Cups. That's the wish fulfillment card. So it's in your hands, though. You realize that. Spirit's willing to work with you and do whatever they got to do, but it's in your control to bring forth what you want. So let's see what's the advice for you. What is the advice for Virgos, Divine Spirit? What is the advice? Virgos. You guys need to work on your sacral chakra. I just felt a little weird tingle somewhere. You guys need to work on your sacral. Flirt. Okay? Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Don't seclude yourself. Like, don't do that. There may be some people that you are supposed to meet that are trying to come in. You might have to put yourself out there again. Remember, you want to. You're in the space to do it. You can do it. Go out, meet, put your energy out there. That's what Spirit's telling you. It's up to you. You can't wait for it to come. You got to do it. Okay? And that's where the sacral chakra comes in. I feel like you need to build up that confidence, maybe even your solar plexus. It's already 5:30. I'm not even done with this. I did not expect to be on here this long. But they know I'm still on here, so if anybody gets upset. All right, on to Libra. So let's see what's going on with the Libras for the remaining of October. So mid-month October for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Or if you're cross-watching for Libra. Libra, 10 cards for Libra. Okay, open up. A lot of people have gotten this card. Crown chakra, darkest fears, moving on, trust, challenging times, healing, spread your wings, base chakra, coming together. Okay, so Libra, your overall energy is opening up, okay? Being open to love again, being receptive to love from someone else, or being open to give it and trust again, okay? The crown chakra represents your challenge. Your challenge is really taking in the information that Spirit is giving to you, because you could be blocking information in some way. lack of trust or faith or belief. So your challenge is going to be trusting in that information that Spirit is giving to you, showing you, telling you. Your past that's relevant to the current is darkest fears. There's a lot of worry here with your love life. Whether you are single or not, interested in somebody, waiting for love to come in, or other matters of the heart that you're dealing with, could be family members. You are all in your head or in the past or even in the now, but this is past energy. There's some sort of fear in being all anxious and stuck. Because right now you're being guided to move away from some things or move away from someone or let go emotionally so that you can find something more emotionally fulfilling or spiritually fulfilling for you. You evolved out of certain things. You've outgrown people. You've outgrown certain desires. And it's like you're not trusting Spirit when they're telling you it's time to move forward. And you might feel like, well, I don't know how to do that. Or you were afraid when you got the message that it's time to go, or you started to panic when something started to detach, or someone was detaching, or when things started changing up for you. The trust card is where this person is. If there's a specific person or someone new that's coming in, or someone that else you may be dealing with, if it's a lover or a friend, family member, they have the Fool. So it could be that Spirit is telling you to move towards somebody too, and you're afraid because that would mean you're detaching from somebody else, or you're detaching from the past of what you knew, or I'm no longer single anymore, or you know, I'm subject to get hurt because I haven't been in a relationship for a long time. So if I get in this, and I gotta open up, I gotta trust again, and that could be why you're afraid. And this person is ready to be all in. If you look how I'm looking at it, they're facing you. So they're looking at you, wanting to jump forward and leap. Trust, let's do it. And you're kind of like, I'm afraid, I don't know if I can do this. But your intentions and goals and focus is challenging times. This is the 5 of Wands. So you want to get out of challenging times. Your focus is actually to shift out of this. You don't want to be back here hiding. You kind of want to stop fighting love, I feel, because you have been trying to protect yourself from this energy coming in because you want it but you don't want it type of thing. And that's why it's this energy of needing to open up and trust. A lot of people have gotten this card. Spirit's telling you that they want you to focus on healing. You need to heal in order for this love to come in, or for this partnership to work out, or for something in the matters of the heart to work out. You have to release and surrender some things. This is the only major arcana with the exception of the other person. The Spirit's trying to show you that it's time to free yourself. The other person is all in, or someone is ready to come in into your life, but you got to free yourself from these constraints. There's a lot of things that you need to walk away from that are unhealthy to you, and that's what Spirit's trying to show you. And there's a fear of moving forward and moving away from something. Your suggested approach is spread your wings. They want you to be open. Just make a decision and move forward and be open to this. Be open to a new beginning with your partner. Be open to something with somebody. You know, whether it's a job, career, whether it's friends or family, or a love relationship, or something that's new coming in. Spirit's telling you to be open. Okay? Base chakra represents your biggest fears and hopes. So you're fearing that if you take this risk and move forward, it's kind of like you're going to lose your balance. Like you're not going to have any control over your life, or you're not going to be the leader anymore. It's like you're giving your power away to someone else or something else. But you're hoping that you get to keep your stability, or that you stay planted on the ground and you don't get too caught up in love or a person. It seems like you don't want to lose yourself in this or in someone else. Coming together is your conclusion. So it will lead to you making a compromise with something or someone, or allowing love to come in and saying, you know what, okay, I'm ready, and someone steps in. So for some of you, it could very well be that people come together this month. Whether you're single, could be that people start coming in, introducing themselves to you, or relationships that were stagnant start coming together, reconciliation, starting from the ground up. So see what your advice is, Libra. What is the advice for Libra? Ooh. Retreat. Okay, so it's time to disconnect from the world. So some of you, like I said, you need to disconnect or release, and you have free yourself at the bottom. So you do need to let go of something when it comes to love or people. Somebody could be holding you back from a partner. You know, your family, your friends be coming between your marriage or your relationships for some of you. And you need to just walk away from them. Not so much like cut them off, but like in a way where you're not, they're not always in your business, or you're not allowing them to get in your business or tell you what to do, your friends or family. It could also be that you're allowing an ex to keep you away from your partner, or bringing somebody in, or this is just you energetically holding on to people, and it's keeping you from attracting the love that you want. So Spirit's telling you to disconnect from these people that are keeping you from this commitment that you say that you want, because it's not so much that they might be actively doing it. It could be the energy of holding on to them that could be holding you back. And plus, there's a little bit of fear on your end of being vulnerable. So Spirit's telling you to kind of disconnect from love too. Don't focus so much on love, but focus more on yourself and what it is that you want and what you need to do as far as your healing goes too. Okay, so Scorpio, let's see. Happy birthday, Scorpios and Libras. So Scorpio, what is the mid-month have in store for you? Single, joy and stability came out. So whether you're single, partner, interested in somebody, someone new coming in, or this is something, you know, just in the matters of the heart, where are you at? Sun, moon, rising, or Venus, Scorpios? Okay. Move. What's everybody's fear about love? Everybody's like, we want love. I want blah, blah, blah. Everybody's afraid. What's going on? It's an epidemic. Fear of love. Everybody is afraid of love. Okay. All right. So overall energy was joy and stability. Okay. That's like the Four of Wands, but it could represent anything for you. Joy and stability. Your overall energy, that is the base of this. Your challenge is the Move card, which is like the Chariot, Major Arcana. So this might be a big challenge for you. You're having some fear with commitment, or moving towards a commitment, or allowing a commitment to form, or just for someone to come in. Because I feel like you do want love, but you're afraid of what could come with it, or how it might unfold. And therefore, you're kind of afraid to trust where things are headed. The past, though, that's relevant is observe, which is the Hangman. So with that, I feel like the past is relevant because it's like you had to take a step back with your love life and trying to figure out where you fit or what you want. Some of you may have like a lot of love interests, or people that are interested in you, a lot of love offers, or you have more than one person that you are interested in. You're kind of conflicted, or you're looking at love from a different perspective, or you started to look at love, or look at your partner, or look at people that you are attracted to or were, or the types of people, and you're looking at them differently, and maybe even yourself differently when it comes to love. Presently, though, where you stand with love or with anyone is the flow, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like where you're at is kind of like up and down. I feel like 1 minute you're in the flow, you trust, you're allowing things to happen, and then the next you kind of hop off the wheel and you're like, wait a minute, I don't know where this is headed, I don't know where this is going. This is catching me off guard. it doesn't make sense to me, or I feel like you desire to get on board with where Spirit's trying to take things, but you don't know how to. There's that lack of trust again that I keep picking up. If there's a person involved or someone that's coming in, they have the Hierophant, which is the teach card in this deck. So this is another major arcana card. So you guys are in the under the mercy of Spirit or divine spirit or divine order. So it's like this person may be teaching you, or they're going to teach you something very valuable for the remainder of this month, or someone is going to come in and teach you something that's very valuable. They're very wise. They might be older than you, or they could just be a wise person and just deliver something very divine to you that you need to hear at the time. So keep that in mind. They could be very spiritual, religious, or they could just be very highly intuitive and just speak wisdom for you. Your goals and intentions and focus is the crown chakra. So you really want to stay in faith and you want to stay connected to Spirit, but there's this lack of faith here, because you are open and receptive to what Spirit is saying to you, but at the same time you kind of don't trust it, because you've been following guidance. You got 2 major arcana cards for yourself already, with the exception of the challenge card and the other person's energy. There's 4 major arcanas in a row. So Spirit is involved, and I feel like you are hearing the guidance and you get it, but you don't necessarily trust it all the way, or know what to do with it. Spirit wants you to focus on success and growth, which is the 8 of Wands. So focus on your intentions of where you want to be and where you want to grow in your partnership, who you want to be in love and relationship. What would make you successful, or what would make you believe that you're successful in love, or what is your ultimate goal? What type of partner are you seeking? You know, how do you want you and your partner to interact? Like, focus on a clear intention of where you want to be. That's where Spirit wants you to place your focus, because you can do anything with this energy. It's up in the air energy, so you can direct it however you want to. Your approach is for the opportunity beckons. So this is the 4 of Cups energy. So your suggested approach is pretty much to start moving again. You're kind of stagnating. You're holding up the show. Get back on the wheel and just trust again, because I feel like you were on the right track, but somewhere you stopped. Something shifted. And it could be that you have too many options in love, and Spirit's telling you to pick somebody. Like, just pick what you want, or pick who you want, pick what kind of relationship you want. There needs to be some clarity. And don't worry about what people think about you, because some of this may be an inconvenience. Like, if I choose this person, then that means, you know, we're going to have long distance. Or if I choose this type of partnership, then my family might not approve because I'm interested in somebody that's this and that, or they're this old, blah, blah, blah. Just pick something, because it's like the opportunity beckons. It's right here, and your back is turned to it. Make a decision. Fears, hopes and fears is new vitality, which is the Ace of Wands. So your hopes and fear, I feel like your hope is that you are going to be able to get what you want. Can I create and manifest what I want? The fear is, I don't have the will anymore. I don't know if I can do it. I could get back on the wheel and trust Spirit again and put my intentions out there, but where is it going to get me? I don't know. Should I create? Should I manifest? Should I even, you know, put any energy into this? Should I take up the opportunities that are coming to me? Spirit is telling you that it's here. The aces are always, you have the free will to take the ace of whatever or not, but it's here. And I feel like you do want to take whatever these inspirations are, because you know that Spirit's telling you you need to do something. You need to move forward in some way. Whether it's choosing somebody, whether it's choosing to move forward, whether it's deciding what you want to manifest, you got to do something. Conclusion is Darkest Fears, 9 of Swords. So your conclusion is going to be that you need to confront these fears head on, because this is what's holding up the show. This is what's keeping you from coming into harmony with love, your partners, people in your life, something that you care about. Okay, so let's see what your advice is, Scorpio, and then we're going to move on to Sagittarius. Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Release your ex was sticking out. But what I'm getting as your advice, Scorpio, is that you need to trust that spirit is leading you towards what you want. Some of you want marriage. You want your partner to commit, whether it's marriage, engagement, children, something, or you want to get married someday, or you want a deep bond or soul commitment. Spirit's trying to take you there, but you're holding up the show. This is your challenge. You're not on board with where spirit, your horse is going this way and spirit's going this way. So it's kind of like, get back fine-tuned. With the flow card, you were on the wheel, you were flowing, and then you hopped off. You hopped back on, you hopped off. So, like, Spirit's promising you that they're taking you somewhere. They're elevating something in your love life. They're taking you to the next level. But you need to open up and trust that. And there's a lot of things that you need to let go of. That's why these fears are going to come up. You need to address these head on. Where are they coming from? Okay? Sagittarius, okay? Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could also resonate if you're cross-watching for one, Sagittarius. Okay, so what does the mid-month of October hold for Sagittarius? Is single, partnered, interested in someone, or just other matters of the heart? Where do you stand with these things? Let's see, 10 cards. So you got 3 cards: giving and receiving, awaiting results, coming together, lead, choose your battles, nurture, spread your wings, throat chakra, believe and succeed, and release. All right, Sag, so giving and receiving. This is the 6 of Pentacles type of energy. So overall, this is about giving and taking. Okay, how much is being put in with, reciprocation of effort and energy and time and whatnot. Okay, your fear or your challenge is awaiting results, which is the 7 of Pentacles. Your challenge is actually waiting for your love life to start going in the direction that you want it to. Maybe you're challenged by waiting on your partner to give you something that you feel like you've already given, or waiting for something to be reciprocated, or waiting for some sort of like teamwork energy, like cooperation between parties. So it's like you're waiting for something and you're having a hard time with keeping your patience and keeping your cool. It might have been a long time coming for something to come together. You feel like you and your partner, there's a slow build and you want things to move faster. But something is holding it up. With the 7 of Pentacles, is usually divine spirit is warranting that you have patience. So coming together is the relevant past energy. So this is the 2 of Cups. So what's relevant to all of this is that there's, trying to find balance between reciprocation of giving energy or sharing emotionally or opening up to one another, or someone giving something of a spiritual value, something deep, and the other person is wanting to share that and give that. So that's where the giving and receiving comes from. It could be that either you are the one that you feel gives the most emotionally or spiritually or something, and there's no reciprocation, or your partner feels this and you know that. So that's where there's like, well, let's figure out what's equal. Where you're at with love and with anyone that you're dealing with this month, you have the lead, which is the Emperor. So this is a major arcana card. So where you're at is kind of like you're in a position of you need to take charge of your love life situation. On your end, you need to take charge of like what you're being guided to do. You have an assignment with the scroll here. Spirit is giving you an assignment or something that you know intuitively that you should be doing. Whether you take that up or not is pretty much up to you. But you're being divinely guided to take the leadership position. You've gotten some messages. And it's funny because it's like intuitively you know. And then back here, something with the throat chakra, and you have the throat chakra card in the spread as well. So you're being guided to express yourself or speak your truth in some way. Be authentic or be honest. Okay, so whoever's involved or someone that may be coming in, you have choose battles, or they have choose battles. 7 of choose battles, which is 7 of wands. This person may feel like it's a struggle to get to you or to get things moving, or it's just a blockage, or it's a burden after another when it comes to this connection. It's like there's something that's being blocked and Spirit's doing it. It's not an actual obstacle or anyone else in the way or anything outside of them that's causing a blockage or what they perceive to be this challenge. It's Spirit doing it for a good reason. Just like they're having you wait with the 7 of awaiting results, this person with 7 choose battles is coming up against certain blockages because Spirit is trying to I feel like there's divine timing or something in the background that's happening that you both can't see. As far as where your focus and goals and intentions are, you have nurture, which is the Empress. Major Arcana card. So I feel like you genuinely want things. I feel like you want, because this represents Venus. The Empress is the sign of Venus. She could be Libra or Taurus, but it's the energy of love and appreciation and beauty. So I feel like the energy is wanting to nurture one another, or nurture the connection and put your energy towards it and have patience and compassion with it. You know, don't give up. It's like don't give up on your child. I don't know if you guys just saw that orb. So cute. But yeah. As far as like what Spirit wants you to focus on is spread your wings, which is the 2 of wands. Spirit wants you to place your focus on moving forward. First, you need to make a decision about that you are going to move forward, and then say, I'm going to do it, and how am I going to do it? Maybe you already know that you want to move forward, but it's the how am I going to do it? Spirit wants you to be receptive and move forward. Just move forward, period. It's enough to know it and say that you want it, but you got to do it. And that's what Spirit's probing you to do. As far as the focus, you have throat chakra. You need to focus on what it is that you want to express or communicate. Authentically communicating. You're being guided to do that with the leadership card. But your biggest hope and your biggest fear is believe and succeed, which is the 6 of swords, or the 6 of wands. So your fear is that you're afraid of success, or you're afraid of not succeeding and believing and trusting in it. You're afraid that if you do get your hopes up, it's not going to happen. Your hope, of course, is you want to believe in this and you want to succeed. You want to move forward. You want to trust in the direction of your guidance, I feel, where Spirit is guiding you, or the information that you're getting. You want to believe in it and trust that it's actually going to lead you somewhere successfully. Conclusion for you is release, which is the Death card. So the conclusion is going to be that Spirit's going to lead you to remove some things. It's going to be shedding some old skin. Okay, could be aspects of yourself that are no longer of your highest good. Could also be removing people out of your life. Okay, because I feel like there's some things that are unhealthy internally that's holding you back in love. It could be belief, fears, you know, lack of gratitude. It could also be people in your life that are not of your highest good that Spirit is probing you to release and let go of. Okay, let's see what your advice is though. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So the more you focus on what you want and continue to believe in it, speak it into existence, the more Spirit is going to work to bring that in for you. Okay? And this could be what Spirit's guiding you to do. Affirm what you want. Pray about it. Speak it into existence. Okay? All right. Moving on to Capricorns. For mid-October. What's going on with y'all Capricorns? For mid-October, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you may be cross-watching for a Capricorn. So let's see what love holds for the singles, a partner, those of you who have a love interest, maybe just matters of the heart. Let's see where you are. Okay, Capricorn. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Some of you like feel like you're stuck in a sticky situation. You want to get out of it. You feel like you're ready to get out of it, but then it's like not time, or you just don't know how. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so you got healing begins as your overall energy. Helpless and hopeless. Rest and reconsider. Master. Rebuild. Okay. Seek. Solar plexus. Win or lose. Love. And shine. Okay. All right. Yeah, some of you are trying to get out of something because you got the sadness and isolation card. Okay. So healing begins. Okay, this is the Six of Swords energy. So overall energy for you is definitely going to be of healing. Okay, so that you can move on and move forward. Like I said, some of you are ready to move on, but it's like either you don't know how, or you just feel like it's not time, or Spirit is telling you it's not time. But you're working, you're still healing from some heartaches or some losses, or you're healing for the sake of love, or to be open and receptive to it. Working on your heart chakras, or just working towards releasing some hurt. Your challenge is Eight of Helpless and Hopeless. This is the Eight of Swords. This is a mind thing. So what's going to challenge you is that feeling like I can't, and then I can't, but I don't know how. Like I said, some of you feel stuck in a situation. Like, for instance, I don't know if this is going to resonate, but for instance, if someone is in an abusive relationship, a lot of times they feel like they don't know how they're going to get out of it. I don't know how I'm going to get away from this abusive boyfriend. If I leave him, he's going to hurt me. He's going to do this. He's going to sabotage my job, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, it's like if you decide in yourself that it's time to leave a situation, and you're honest and you're real about it and you feel ready, Spirit is going to move these mountains out of the way and make sure that you do leave. It's never as difficult. You know, you can't force yourself to be ready. But if you are in fact ready, you have to trust that these mountains will be moved for you. You got to get out of that limited perception, because it's keeping you stuck. Your thoughts of I can't do it, or if I do it, it's going to be this or it's going to be that, is what's keeping you stuck. The past is relevant to the now. You have rest and reconsider. So you might have had to think about what you want in love, what are you going to do with this person, or what am I going to do moving forward? Is this person? It's a lot of contemplating about people, and it's like you got fed up. It's a part where you got fed up and you sat down with yourself and was like, okay, I need to evaluate some things. Like, what am I doing? What do I really want? Is this person feeding me? Is this and that person feeding me? Am I doing this to myself? It's like a lot of things that I feel like you had to really sit with, and it came from a place of fed up. Like, I'm fed up. I'm done with this. It was like you're tired of some sort of repetitive, like, effort and the same thing over and over. And it's like, okay, I need to just stop, and I need to figure out what am I doing? What am I doing here? That's what I'm getting. Where you're at with love, and if there's someone specifically, you have Master, which is the devil. So where you're at with them, and you are I don't mean you're the devil, but the devil card is the sign of Capricorn. So this is like the heart of what causes you, the things that you feel like are detrimental to you in love, that keep you stuck in love, that keep you obsessed or addicted or confused, stuck, lost. You're dealing with all of that mid-month. Like all of that is coming up, and like to figure out how is this holding me back. That's where you're at. All of this is going to come up, whether it's you have a pattern of abusive relationships, you have insecurities when it comes to love, or whatever the type of people you choose, your belief systems, whatever is the devil energy to you in love, that is going to be the biggest thing that you're going to have to work through as a master. That's what's keeping your heart. That's what's this perception of I'm ready, but I'm not ready. Because the devil can have you feeling like you're stuck and you can't move. But I feel like your heart chakras need to be worked on. There may be some blockages there. Some healing that's still occurring. If there's someone that you're dealing with or someone coming in, you have rebuild, which is the Tower card, or they have rebuild. Okay, so that's Tower card energy. So this person, like I said, it goes hand in hand. Like I was saying with some of the other signs, these two majors are coming up. So it's never that you're not ready and this person is ready for you. It's not really ever that. It's usually like, or it could be at a point where you're both at a space of healing where you need each other, like to come in and help each other heal. That happens. But usually people think like, oh, I'm ready for love. Where's my Mr. Right? Or where's my Mrs. Right? And 9 times out of 10, it's like you're not really ready yet either. There's still something that you haven't released or healed, whatever. Yeah, so this person is going through their own stuff as well. This Tower energy, things are being removed out of their lives. They're having to let go and start anew in love. They might have gone through a breakup, or they might be, their life might be falling apart. Okay, this might be the very thing that brings you two together. But somebody's going through it. The other party, whether they're your partner, your love interest, or someone that's subject to come in, or your friend, a family member, whoever you're dealing with, they're going through it, and there's some major shifts going on in their life, and that's because Spirit is trying to get them to heal, to focus on their healing. I feel like they got too many people around them, or they got things that are bringing them down, that they're not focused on themselves, and that's what Spirit's trying to get them to do. Your focus, goal, and intention is seek. The Hermit. You do want to go within yourself. You're trying to figure this thing out. What you're wanting in love. What you're doing with this person. Do I want this and that person or not? How am I going to move forward? How am I going to get out of a sticky situation? How am I going to leave this job? How am I going to leave so-and-so? Like, how can I cut these types of people off? Like, what do I need to release within myself? What do I really want? It's a lot of different things. And I feel like you're seeking answers. And I feel like they will come to you with these birds here. As far as your focus, where Spirit wants you to focus, you got solar plexus. So solar plexus, I feel like you need to work on too. Spirit wants you to also focus on like what gives you passion and drive, what really makes you happy, or what would make you happy in love, or focus on your own happiness and contentment. Focus on your own creative pursuits, like working on yourself. Building your power center back up is where Spirit wants you to focus, and to approach the situation with the win or lose. I feel like Spirit wants you to approach love not from winning or losing, because the 5 of Swords, the number 5 is that number of shift and big changes. And I feel like Spirit wants you to shift out of that perception, which we all have, that if love goes this way, then that means we either won or we lose. If it doesn't go this way, then I'm a loser, or this or that. Spirit is saying like we got to go in with loving, period. And no matter what happens or occurs, it's for a reason. We got to look at it in a different perspective. Where's that thing at? I don't know why, but I'm feeling guided to like read this to you. So I'm going to do it. My stomach's growling. Okay, so I'm going to read this to you. It says, anything that annoys you is teaching you patience. Anyone who abandons you is teaching you how to stand up on your own 2 feet. Anything that angers you is teaching you forgiveness and compassion. Anything that has power over you is teaching you how to take your power back. Anything you hate is teaching you unconditional love. Anything you fear is teaching you courage to overcome your fear. Anything you can't control is teaching you how to let go. So it's our perspective. It has to shift. It's never either or. It's really your matter of perspective and seeing it that it's divinely meant to be a certain way. There's no such thing of winning or losing. That's the point the Spirit is telling you. And especially with love. It's never wrong to love. It's never wrong to give to people. Even if these people don't appreciate or give it back, that has nothing to do with you. That's their own, their own dealings. It's nothing to do with you. So never be regretful for, I love this person and they dipped, or they cheated on me, or they backstabbed me, or they said I was stupid, or has nothing to do with you. Look at it from a different place. Then with the love card, this is your fears and your hope, which is much like the Lover's card. So obviously, I feel like your fear is that if you're in a relationship, that it's not going to progress. Okay? It's not going to progress as far as, I'll try to post it as a thumbnail for this whole live. If it'll fit, it should fit. But what was I going to say? Your hopes and your fear with the love card, I feel like for some of you, you don't know if it's going to progress any further past what it's already at. Or if a relationship even has potential to grow. Should I invest in it? Are they invested? You're having a hard time choosing love because it's like you're afraid that it's not going to elevate past a certain level. Some people just feel like certain things like, oh, when I get to this stage, or when we say we love each other and it's cute in the beginning and then the next they dip, or they always cheat on me, or there's always another girl involved or something. You feel like it never progresses past a certain level. It stops. So that's your fear. But your hope is that you'll be able to grow something into a lifelong partnership, a deep soul connection where both people are dedicated and they make that sacrifice to be together and they're willing to work hard. You're a Capricorn. You're a hard worker. You're an earthly being. So you appreciate hard work and effort. So even if you got to sacrifice and bust your ass, it's like, I want my partner to do the same. It's like an old traditional, old school love. Like they don't just give up just because, oh, my partner made me mad today, I'm just going to break up with them. They forgot Valentine's Day. Fuck them. Or sometimes, old school back in the day, granddaddy dipped out and had another baby or baby somewhere. And grandma was like, still like, okay. And not to say that you need to deal with stuff like that, but it was like, okay, I know you fucked up and I get it. And sometimes they, love the kids like they're their own. And grandpa and grandma are still together, happy to this day. It's like love nowadays is not, they don't know how to work together. It cuts out, oh, you pissed me off and you did this, you pushed me to the limit, I can't do this anymore. It was never really meant to be then, and that's fine, that's cool. That's the thing, you want to know if it's real. If this person can really sacrifice with me, I know it's real. That's your hope. Conclusion is Shine, which is the Sun card. You actually, you want to be at a place, and you will be, I feel, like where you are healed and open. You see the heart chakra. There's a lot of heart chakra references. Got it here. You got it here. And you got it here. And you actually got it in the Lover's card. Heart chakra references everywhere. See that light beaming from her heart? So you will. I feel like you just need to work on your solar plexus, work on your heart chakra, and you'll be at a space where you have more clarity and you feel more liberated and free to take back your power, I feel. All right. So what's the advice for Capricorn? Positive thinking, okay? It says stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So Spirit wants you not to give up on love. Keep being open. Keep being willing to put in the effort for love. Not to say that you need to be somebody's doormat. Don't do that. But Spirit is saying don't give up on love. If somebody's being an asshole, it's like, you know what? You're an asshole, but I'm not going to stop loving you know, and I'm open. So whatever spirit has for me and bring in for me that's more deserving, I'm going to be open. I'm not going to allow you to stop me from loving ever again. Or the next person, friend or family member, whoever. Stay optimistic. Believe that you can have what you want. That's the biggest key to everything, is your belief and your faith and putting that positive energy out there. Okay? All right, so Aquariuses. And then we're going to do Pisces, and then we're done for the night with the love. No problem. You're welcome. All right. Aquarius is Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the mid-month of October. And this will be for your, also if you're cross-watching, sorry. If you're cross-watching for an Aquarius, you may also resonate with their reading too. So let's see what's going on with Aquariuses for this month. Okay, reach out, clarity of belief, shine, choose your battles, success and growth, joy and stability, sacral chakra, darkest fears, dreams coming true, and the lead. Okay, so let's see what's going on. All right, so reach out was your overall energy. So this could be that you feel like you're either not getting the support that you want by those that you love and care about. You feel like kind of just alone, and you're not, and it could also be that you're getting some offers of love and you're not really excited about it, or you're not even aware that maybe you have admirers or something, or you're waiting for someone to come in and it's like, I wish it was you rather than them. Okay, your challenge though is clarity of belief, which is the Ace of Swords. So you're having a hard time with finding some truth and some clarities in your love life. You're kind of confused, and you may feel like you're kind of not seeing things in the way that they are, I feel. Because like I said, this woman seems oblivious. She doesn't see that there's support here for her, or that she has admirers or something. It's like she's not even looking. She's not even aware that she has support of her guides or people in her life. It's like she's not aware. So your challenge is going to be, you're a little bit illusioned by things. You're not seeing things in the way that they really are. And I feel like you seek that, you want it, but you're not able to see it. The past that influenced the current is like you put yourself out there, or you feel like, or you wanted to put yourself out there, or you did put yourself out there in some way, opened up, kind of put yourself out there for somebody, or you were vulnerable. You were vulnerable in some way. And it was like maybe you reached out to somebody and they never reached back. And it's like you're waiting on somebody to contact you, but everybody else is but them, and you're kind of down or upset about that, I feel. You try to reach out to somebody, and I feel like it went not the way that you expected or hoped it to be. It's kind of what I'm getting. You had high hopes. Choose your battles is a 7 of Wands, and this is where you are with love or with someone specifically. You feel like there's just blockages after another. Like you just can't get through to this person. And there's something about threes. Something that you were trying to create with somebody or manifest or was hoping would come about did not. Or you feel like there's a third party situation and you just feel like the odd man out, or nobody is here to help you. You just feel like you keep bumping into the same problems over and over with this person. But it's not that you're really being blocked. I feel like Spirit is kind of protecting you or keeping you in a place where you need to be right now, and it's not time to move forward, or it may not be where you need to be. Okay, so success and growth is the 8 of Wands, and this is where this person is. This person is focusing on, I feel like they do have intentions with you to make things grow, but they also are focused on their own ambitions and growth as well. I feel like whoever this person is that you may be dealing with is very goal-oriented, money oriented, or maybe focused on their ambitions, you know, tunnel vision. They're focusing on bettering themselves, but at the same time they do want to invest with you in some way. They do want things to progress with you because they're looking towards you. um your goal, focus, and intentions is joy and stability, which is like the Four of Wands. So whatever joy and stability energy, whatever that resonates with for you or means to you, that's what you're trying to bring in. I feel that's your intentions. You want that joy and stability. Spirit, however, is telling you to focus in on your sacral chakra because there's a lack of passion here. There may be a lack of trusting in yourself, or a lack of seeing the beauty within yourself. It could be body image issues because, like I said, somebody put themselves out there, maybe sexually or something, like sent some dirty pictures, or offered to have sex with someone, or threw themselves at somebody, or kind of like, you know, wore skimpy clothing to get somebody's attention, and it didn't go well. So there may be needing to like handle that body issue or that insecurity, or just find balance within yourself to find passion again. um where Spirit is telling you how to approach this is the Nine of Darkest Fears, which is the Nine of Swords. Spirit wants you to focus on those things that trigger those fears within you. What are your self-doubts and where are they coming from? Why don't you believe in yourself? You know, it's like overthinking, because this is what's keeping you from that clarity of belief. You're not listening to your intuition. You're too focused on your fears, where you're not seeing things clearly. These fears are what's blocking the clarity. Your biggest hope and fear is daydreams and decisions, which is the Seven of Cups. I feel like your fear is that, like, whatever it is that you desire for yourself is just an illusion, that it's not really real, or maybe it's not of your highest good. The things that I thought I wanted, maybe I don't really want it, or maybe it's not meant to be, or maybe it's just never going to come. Another thing that I feel like what you hope is that you'll make the right decisions with your heart's desires, and you know what you want and you're going to get it. Conclusion is lead. You're going to take back your power in this situation, I feel. Being an Aquarius, I see you guys as leaders usually. So somebody, either you're going to communicate and take your power back. You're being guided to do something. And like I said, you want that clarity, but you can't hear it. And the only reason why you can't hear it is because of these fears. You need to address these fears so that you can get that clarity. And then maybe you can go out and speak and reach out. Because you may be afraid to reach out again after a disappointment, or you're being guided to reach out to someone and you're waiting around for them to do it, but you need to say something. Okay, so let's see what your advice is, and then we're going to move on to Pisces, and then I'm done with the monthly or mid-monthly loves. Ooh, this card flew out. Advice, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So your advice is that Spirit is telling you to trust that you may very well be on the right track with your love life, especially if you're with somebody, or you're interested, or you are invested in someone or something in the matters of the heart, or someone that may be coming in mid-month. You need to trust that it's possible that this is something here. You need to be open to it, though. Darn. Because the honeymoon card is at the bottom. So some things could, you know, smooth over a little bit. There needs to be some communication. The clarity is going to come. All right, Pisces. Last but not least, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisceans. Or you may be cross-watching. So this is for single Pisces, coupled Pisces, those who have a crush, love interest, or someone that, you know, maybe is waiting for someone to come in. There's lots of ways that you can heal the sacral. You can do, work on your sexual energy. Sometimes sensual dancing, masturbation. But if you do that too much, or you're too sexually active, that won't work. Eating certain foods. You might want to colon cleanse. Blossom. Sorry, Pisces. Lead. Got a lot of majors so far. Healing. Rebuild. Heal. You got a lot of majors so far. Yep, look at your reading is dominated by majors. Okay. Okay. All right, so Pisces, your overall energy is Blossom, the Judgment. Usually, this is a Judgment card in traditional tarot. So Blossom is where your energy is at. Okay, so there's going to be some clarity and epiphany that's going to come, and I feel like it's going to be a positive nature, or it's going to have a positive effect on your situation in love. Challenges lead. Okay, you're having a hard time with taking your power back in your love life and taking ownership for certain things maybe that you say or don't say, because you are being guided this month and you have an assignment to do, and there's big fear surrounding it. I feel you don't feel like you're up for the job when in actuality you are, because Spirit's giving you the assignment and there's something that you know you need to say or don't say. It can go either way for you. The past is relevant to the future, or the current energy. You got healing begins, which is the Six of Swords. So in the past, there were some things that you were afraid to confront, that you knew you needed to confront in order to move on and move away from something from your past and move forward to a better future in your love life or love situation. You were kind of afraid, kind of pussyfooting with this. And kind of like, I know I need to do it, but I'm afraid to do it. And I feel like you are headed in that direction. I don't feel like you actually did it yet. You're still moving towards doing that thing that you are guided to do. Where you're at with love or partner, if I can pick it up, is the Rebuild card, which is the Tower. So this is what it is. Spirit is guiding you to release and let go of something or someone or someone's, things within you, things as you knew it. You have to surrender to something, and you're afraid to do it. You know you have to do it, but you're afraid to do it. And that's coming from a place of a lack of faith. So lack of faith or belief in trusting in your spiritual team. And I feel it has a lot to do with the heart chakra. I have 3 different heart chakra references in these cards. The Healing Begins, the Rebuild, and the next card. So you're needing to heal, and you're needing to release in order to heal. Or your heart chakra, you're not willing to surrender something that matters the most in your love life, or a person. So you're conflicted by this, but Spirit's telling you, and I always say with the Tower, you're being guided to do something, and if you don't do it and you keep pussyfooting around, Spirit is going to knock some shit down when you're not prepared for it, and it's going to be worse. So either you take on the assignment, or Spirit is going to do what they need to do. You know it's something that you're being guided to do, but you're not willing to go all in with it. You see, she's halfway past the curtain. She doesn't want to go all the way out of the curtain and step out. So if you're dealing with someone where they're at, or someone that's subject to come in, they have healed, okay? So this person is going through their own transformations and healing too. This person is being guided to release and let go of something as well. But this person's more willing and open. Their hands are open. They're more receptive to what needs to be done, whether that's something that's subconscious that they're receptive to, or if this is consciously they're open. Either way it goes, this person is willing for this change or this release to happen, okay? Yeah. As far as like where your intentions are and your goals and focus, you got the Empress, which is the nurturer card in this deck. So with this, I feel like you want to continue to put energy for something in your love life. You're still willing to give birth to something. You feel like you're very close, and you're focused and very attentive towards a person or something or a project. You're very, very focused on it. You could also be focused on your health, or getting your body right, or getting your body tight for some of you, is what I'm getting. But it could also be something creative that you're very focused on in your love life, that you're working on, and you're wanting to give birth to it, and you're very attentive. You keep feeding it, you keep nurturing it, you focus on it a lot. It's a lot of love for whatever this thing is, dedication. But Spirit is telling you to focus on awaiting results, which is the 7 of Pentacles energy. So Spirit is actually guiding you to have patience with this project. It's almost like you need to step away from this project for a little bit, or whatever it is that you've been working on intensely. Because she's looking towards the Empress. How I'm looking at it, she's looking towards the Empress. So that project needs to be on hold, because it's a distraction. You're distracting yourself from the task at hand, I feel. And Spirit's telling you that you need to pause and action. It is a distraction. 6 of giving and receiving is where Spirit is telling you to, how they're telling you to approach the situation. So they're telling you to approach the situation with this giving and receiving exchange. So there's something that is not being balanced here, or some energy that's not being reciprocated on your end in spirit, you in spirit, or you and someone else in love, that you need to be focused on, or approaching the situation from this place of balance and receptivity of what energy. You might be putting your energy into something more than other things, if that makes sense. Too much focus here and not enough here and there. It's like too focused on work but not in your love life or your health. That's me. Or you're not focused on work and family and your health. You're too focused on love, and you know, there needs to be a balance. So your biggest hope and fear is feeling alone, which is the 5 of Pentacles energy. So your biggest fear is that this journey is it's not going to lead you to ever where you want to be, which is home. Something that feels like home to you. You're afraid that it's never going to guide you there. That Spirit is going to withhold this from you. You're doing this all by yourself. It's for naught. But your biggest hope, I feel, is that you'll get what you deserve. It's like this is the next card up, the 6 of giving and receiving, with the 5 of feeling alone. Like you'll get what you deserve out of the deal. It's like you're afraid of being alone all of your life, to simply put it. But your conclusion is challenging times. So whatever it is that you're confronting or facing that seems like a big challenge to you, this is 5 of Wands, where you just feel like you're fighting and it's never ending and you're never going to get what you want, you're going to be able to overcome that energy and let your guard down. Okay. Advice card, romantic feelings, is saying your feelings are real and worth exploring. So whatever it is that you're feeling about love this month, or about your love partner, romantic feelings or not, it could be suspicions, it could be things that you just feel guided to ask. Whatever your feelings are about love, they're real, Spirit is saying, and they want you to explore that. And it goes back to you paying attention to all areas of your life and not just one, because it's like Spirit's trying to show you something, and Spirit's also trying to get you to surrender too. Okay. All right, that concludes the month, or the mid-monthly love energy readings for all 12 signs. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Much love to you. Those of you who purchased the personal 1-question reading, I will be right back with those as well. Peace.